How to recognize you have diabetes. Diabetes is a metabolic disorder that affects your body's ability to either use or produce insulin. When your cells become resistant to insulin or your body does not make enough of it, your blood sugar levels rise, causing many of the short term and long term symptoms of diabetes. There are four different types of sugar diabetes: pre-diabetes, type 1, type 2, and gestational, although the majority of cases diagnosed each year are type 2 diabetes. In each of these types, there are both similar symptoms and symptoms that distinguish each type from the others. There are several ways to diagnose diabetes. Each way usually needs to be repeated on a second day to diagnose diabetes. Look for the risk factors of prediabetes. Prediabetes is a metabolic condition in which blood glucose is higher than the normal range. Still, it's lower than recommended for treatment with medication to control blood glucose. The risk factors for prediabetes include being overweight, family history of type 2 diabetes, sedentary lifestyle, high blood pressure, a previous experience of gestational diabetes. Assess your risk for gestational diabetes. Gestational diabetes occurs in women who are pregnant. If you are at higher risk, women at low risk will be tested in the second trimester between weeks 24 and 28. Women who experience gestational diabetes have a higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes within 10 years after the birth of their child. Risk factors include pregnancy over the age of 25, family or personal health history of diabetes or prediabetes, being overweight at the time of pregnancy, a BMI of 30 or more. Evaluate your risk for type 2 diabetes. In this condition, the body cells have become resistant to the influence of leptin and insulin. This increases your blood sugar levels and causes the symptoms and long-term side effects of the disease. Risk factors for type 2 diabetes are over 45 years of age, overweight, physical inactivity, high blood pressure, history of gestational diabetes, family history of diabetes, chronic stress. Check for the risk factors of type 1 diabetes. Experts believe this condition is caused by a mix of genetic predisposition and environmental factors. Cold weather and viruses may trigger the development of type 1 diabetes in susceptible people. Early childhood stress. If you have an identical twin with type 1 diabetes, you have about a 50% chance of also developing the disease. Evaluate your symptoms for diabetes. Be aware of your health condition and watch for these signs that your blood sugar may be elevated: unexplained weight loss, blurry vision or vision change, increased thirst from high blood pressure, increased need to urinate, fatigue and drowsiness even with adequate sleep, tingling or numbness in the feet or hands, frequent or recurring infections in the bladder, skin or mouth, shakiness or hunger in the middle of the morning or afternoon, cuts and scrapes appear to heal more slowly, dry itchy skin or unusual bumps or blisters, feeling more hungry than usual. By observing all these, you can know that you have diabetes.